Michael Chavello ringside with Mark the Hammer Castellini and making his way into the ring. Trained by Bad to the Bone, Nick Stone from the Bulldog Gym in Castle Hill. It's Big Bad Kevin Blanch. Kevin Blanch stepping over the top rope for the first of our K1 Oceania four-way threat contest. He'll be facing the big bombing Kiwi, Aucland Aumatagi.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aucland Aumatagi.
Oh, and it's time to get a little freaky. Make his way to the ring. Originally from New Zealand, now fighting out of the man's gym, Tony Mundine's gym in Redfern. Last time out, we saw him square off and go the distance against Nelson Toyoni on Fox Sports. Tonight, he's looking to qualify for the K1 Oceania tournament. It's Big Bad Bombing Aucland Aumatagi. Mark the Hammer, I tell you what, you talk about powerful fighters, you talk about well put together heavyweights, and you talk about this man, the freak show Aucland Aumatagi.
Well, I'll tell you what, Michael, Aumatagi will give it a real shake-up, but these rules in New South Wales are really going to disadvantage Kevin Blanch. He's a very, very tall man, and if there was knee strikes allowed in this, Blanch would be the red-hot favourite. But with the ludicrous rules, it's anyone's game.
Let's go to ring announcer Andy Raymond.
The first of our K1 eliminators coming your way. Let us introduce to you first tonight, fighting out of the blue corner from the Bulldog Gym at Manly Vale under Nick Stone, weighing in at 94.6 kilos, Kevin Blanch. Standing across the ring, formerly New Zealand based, now at Team Tui at Tony Mundine's gym, weighing in at 103 kilos, the lovable Aucland Aumatagi.
Referee Billy Soulis calls both heavyweights to the centre of the ring.
All right, fellas, real simple. Listen for my instructions and obey my instructions at all times. When I say break, you will stop fighting, you will take one step backwards. If you've been of a knockdown, you'll go to the neutral corner I point you to, you stay there till I tell you to come out. Any questions? All right, lads, keep it clean, touch them up.
Two top fighters along with two top trainers, Nick Stone in the corner of Kevin Blanch and the legendary Alex Tui of Team Tui in the corner of Aucland Aumatagi.
I'll tell you what, Michael, just back to the rules again. I know I'm harping at it like an old woman, but nevertheless, a knee to the body, a stoppage by a knee to the body is always going to be better than a stoppage by a big right hand across your temple, in my opinion. And, you know, once again, I believe, as Tarek Solak stated, the rules really have to be looked at. The knees, although they can appear to be a little harsh, if you're copping them in the legs or the body, it is better on the brain cells, in my opinion.
A quality comment there from the former Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion, Mark the Hammer Castellini. Ringside with myself, Michael Chavello. It's Aucland Aumatagi, the big bomber from New Zealand, against Kevin Blanch. Blanch at a disadvantage, folks. He is a Muay Thai fighter, of course. Did spend a long time living in Thailand. He's married to a Thai lady. And, of course, without using his knees and elbows here tonight, as is the regulations here in New South Wales. Last time out, we saw Kevin fight Brett Zanchetta up there in Queensland. But tonight, of course, under strictly kickboxing rules with shin pads. Outside leg kick there from Aucland Aumatagi with the weight advantage, but it's the distinct height advantage going the way of Kevin Blanch. We're 50 seconds down in the first round. This one's scheduled for 3.
Well, Blanch looking a little tentative at the moment. Aumatagi's working very well. I tell you what, he's looking very crisp here tonight, Auckland.
Well, we gave some big Cheerios before to all of our Fox Sports viewers right around the country, and fights like this wouldn't be happening without the support of our fabulous sponsors, in particular Crazy John's Mobile Phones, the major sponsor of Tarek Solak Super Promotions and the K1 Oceania. Nice round kick there off the right leg from the tall Kevin Blanch. Aucland Aumatagi just keeping his distance from those leg kicks. He'll look in to close the bridge and get in there with the body shots and the head shots to Kevin Blanch.
Well, Blanch looks a little out at sea without being able to tie up and grapple and knee, obviously. It's coming down to a boxing fight. And, you know, with a little bit of leg contact, Blanch wants to be using his front leg a little bit more, his front kicks rather a little bit more, working his round kicks perhaps underneath. He's looking very weary, and he's looking, you know, having a good look at Auckland's big bombing hands, obviously. He doesn't want to get caught with one of those because Auckland does generate a hell of a lot of power via the way of his gloves.
Kevin Blanch, who tipped the scales at last night's weigh-in at 94 kilos, so Aucland Aumatagi tipping over 100, certainly has the weight advantage. Connects with a searing right hook there to the jaw. That one will make Kevin Blanch wish he was someplace else.
He's seen Kevin Blanch's head just rock back from those punches.
Aucland Aumatagi really looking well put together. He's trained up hard for this one, folks. Training down there at the Tony Mundine Redfern gym. Kevin Blanch backing himself into the neutral corner, just sticks out a gut-munching front kick to the midsection. Aumatagi really staying all over him like a rash here in the first round. We're 2.5 minutes down, scheduled for 3. The black and blue, purple and white trunks of Aucland Aumatagi, the red and white of Kevin Blanch. Blanch just dancing backwards and getting out of dodge with a bit of fancy footwork. Aucland Aumatagi stays on top of him. Blanch launching the right round kick. Aumatagi, of course, brothers with Clay Aumatagi, who fought in the inaugural K1 Oceania tournament. Clay Aumatagi went down to Mark Hunt on that occasion. Hunt went on to win the tournament eventually, and there's the end of the first round hammer.
Well, I'd have to say Kevin Blanch a little bit flat-footed, a little bit slow in the first round. Aumatagi really working solidly. Blanch just having a look at Aumatagi, wondering, you know, what sort of a game plan he's got to come up with. I think he's coming up with a good one in using his legs and his reach a lot more, but he's got to start rolling the right hand through after he throws that front kick, etc. But Aumatagi, he's looking very crisp here tonight, Michael. We see Blanch just trying to get his hands working, but Aumatagi weaving underneath well, come back tidy with that left hook. And just caught Blanch. He's going to have to keep his gloves very, very much guarding his head, because Aumatagi is going to try and end this way via knockout. And, you know, he's going to be trying to knock his head off with those big looping punches that Aumatagi does possess.
We are ready to roll into the second round of action. We saw Alex Tui in the corner there of Aucland Aumatagi. Of course, a fantastic story in the latest issue of International Kickboxer on Alex Tui, entitled Tui's Blues. Make sure you check out a copy of International Kickboxer and Blitz Martial Arts magazines for the latest kickboxing action. As we roll into the second round of K1 Oceania, it's the four-way threat. Nice step-up side kick there off the right leg from Kevin Blanch. Aumatagi, very well put together in the boxing department, just drops the left hand down to the breadbasket. Blanch really yet to work those long-ranging kicks of his.
Blanch a little slow. He's almost like he's stuck in third gear. He's got to pick it up a little bit and fire up and start to throw those kicks with a bit more venom, just like that one.
Interesting to note that a lot of the K1 Oceania fighters in the crowd in attendance here tonight. We saw Peter Graham, who will be fighting Stan the Man Longanides in Melbourne, just came up to us before and said hello. Paul the Iron Man Robinson, Ben Hamilton, they're all here tonight watching the action here in New South Wales. And you can see the reddened lead thigh of Kevin Blanch. He's taken a lot of leg kicks, a lot of punishment to that lead thigh from Aucland Aumatagi. Just an outside crescent kick, then a side kick off the rear leg there from Blanch. Aumatagi not looking phased by anything Blanch has thrown so far. And I must say, Hammer, that Auckland looking in fantastic shape. He has trimmed down a lot for this one.
He is. He's looking good, Aucland Aumatagi. He's put in the hard work at the gym, obviously, and he's putting it all together.
Oh, another big leg kick to the lead thigh. Almost buckled that lead thigh of Kevin Blanch. There's another one from Aucland Aumatagi. Kevin Blanch taking more knocks than the front door on that lead thigh. Aumatagi winds up the big berth of that Goodnight Irene right hand. That's the one he almost claimed Nelson Toyoni with last year. Aumatagi goes down to the legs again, then comes over to the head.
Aumatagi got a lot of support here tonight. But I know there'll be all the Tongan and the Maori boys from the Palace down there in Melbourne, Al and Ugly and all the boys down there watching this one, getting right behind Aumatagi. They're good supporters of Fox Sports and all the fights that are shown. And the boys are putting on a real show in centre ring for us here tonight.
Folks, we're on the air everywhere right around Australia. We are rocking the box with kickboxing on Fox, and it's the K1 Oceania four-way threat. Kevin Blanch still, I think, paying too much respect to Aucland Aumatagi. Aumatagi chopping away at that left leg, the searing pain. What does it feel like, Hammer, to have a leg kick like that just slamming down on your thigh?
Well, if you've ever had a cork thigh, you'll know exactly how it feels. And your shins, well, that's like walking into a tow bar on the back of a car sometimes, especially when you kick the knee joint. When your opponent checks it, your knee goes cracking straight into that knee with your shin.
Ooh.
It does conjure up a little bit of ache.
It does indeed, and Kevin Blanch is in agony with that lead leg. You could see it there when Aucland Aumatagi connected. There it is again, the wincing pain, the grimacing pain on the face of Kevin Blanch. I thought Aumatagi might have taken him apart upstairs with the punches, but he decided to go downstairs and chop away the leg.
Well, it's been a real turnaround of events in this battle. A real game of chess, this one. The boys not going crazy. They're just having a look at the openings, and that's a mark of an experienced fighter. You know, it's good to have the good old slugfests, but it's the mark of an experienced fighter to just wait and bide his time until the opening's there. And when it is, bingo, bango, in goes the big right hand or the big round kick, and it finds the mark. So these boys just waiting for an opening, not doing anything silly, not leaving themselves exposed for any undue openings, and they're working quite solidly, and because of that, it is coming down to a very, very even fight.
whistle blows. We're about to roll into the third and final round of action. The first of our K1 Oceania elimination fights in our four-way threat. For my liking so far in the hammers, it's been all Aucland Aumatagi. He's been chopping away the lead leg of Kevin Blanch for the past 2 rounds. Can Blanch maybe turn the tide around? Well, if he connects with one of those searing round kicks to the head, I'll tell you what, Aumatagi won't be able to take it, but it hasn't happened for Blanch so far. Aumatagi has just been like a meat cleaver, just tenderising the lead thigh of Kevin Blanch. Blanch receiving plenty of instructions from his corner. Nick Stone in his corner.
Well, Blanch just a little flat here tonight, and Aumatangi's really taking advantage of that, just working solidly. He's chopping away at that lead thigh of Blanch's, which is going to make his movement a lot slower again, because of the fact that once your leg is corked up, obviously you can't move as freely as when you're full of beans and your legs are happening. So Blanch is going to be dealing with that as well, and Auckland's going to go downstairs. He's stayed away. Obviously, Blanch thought that Aumatangi was going to go headhunting, but a little bit of a reversal in tactics, showing Aumatangi coming good in the third round.
Comments from the former Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion, Mark the Hammer Castanini, ringside with myself, Michael Chavello. We're in the third and final round of Kevin Blanch versus Aucland Aumatagi. It's been all Aumatagi so far. Front kick there by Blanch didn't really find the mark, and inside leg kick there from Aumatagi. Aumatagi has really gone to work on the troubled legs of Kevin Blanch. He just rocks him with the left hand. Another left hand, and the sweat flies up the brow of the man from Castle Hill. An outside leg kick from Aumatagi. Aumatagi chopping away again. He's got more kick than in excess here in the third round, Hammer.
Well, certainly Aumatangi is just systematically going at Blanch, and Blanch is looking a little untidy now in the third.
Just an accidental back fist there from Kevin Blanch, a warning from Billy Soulis. Maybe just a spot of frustration there from Kevin Blanch. Really doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have any answers for the questions that Aucland Aumatagi is posing here in the third and final round, and has posed all fights so far.
Well, Auckland Aumatagi just too strong for mind in this one. Blanch throwing half-hearted sort of stuff at the moment. He's going to need to really step it up, or indeed KO Aumatagi, which is not likely in this.
Oh, the big left hook! Well, he twisted his head around 90 degrees with that one, Hammer, and another one off the right from Aucland Aumatagi. Aumatagi pulling out all the stops here in the third round. He is launching the heavy artillery. He's on a demolition mission to finish off Kevin Blanch before the time's out. We're 2.5 minutes down in the third and final round. The first match of the four-way threat of the K1 Oceania, New South Wales. Aucland Aumatagi is still looking very fresh here in centering. One of these men will go on to the final. One of them will face the winner of Glenn the Cruel Sewell and Harpy Nugranoa.
Well, Sewell looking fabulously fit in the opening ceremony.
Very imposing figure. Kevin Blanch just looking at referee Billy Soulis as he copped the right hand smack bang on the kisser. Or as the Hammer would say, bada bang, bada bing.
I don't remember ever saying that.
Aucland Aumatagi just dancing about in the centre of the ring. There's the end of the third and final round. Hammer, we've gone down to the judges. That's my favourite part of the night, because I like to put you on the hot seat. How do you call it, my verbal sparring partner?
Well, this one here, Michael, I'd have to say, Aumatagi, for my money, Blanch just never really got out of low gear tonight. He was just motoring along at a very sort of average pace, and Aumatagi sort of had the upper hand, hit him with some good shots and really worked that lead thigh, scoring well with those roundhouse kicks to the thigh. So Aumatagi, for my money, is going to progress through to the final. And Kevin Blanch, well, what can I say, maybe a little off here tonight, didn't really fire up, and Aumatagi was just leaping in, legs and hands working solidly all the way through. Blanch's punches really didn't have a lot of power behind him here tonight, and Aumatagi taking full advantage of that, muscling his way forward, and in he went. There you go, as all good Islander boys do. They keep on keeping on, keep on working, and when you step in the ring against the likes of Aucland Aumatagi and co, you've always got an awesome fight on your hands.
Two big men waging war. We have a unanimous points victor. Judge Nell Ward scored the bout 30-28. Judge Billy Mayle scored the bout 30-27. Judge June Abbott scored the bout 30-27. Your winner and transferring through to K1 New South Wales, the final, Aucland Aumatagi.
Well, there you have it, folks. An elated corner of Aucland Aumatagi, and we'll see him back here soon in the final of the K1 Oceania New South Wales.